This actually reminded me of like the blue Seagram Escape because it has the same flavor, pineapple and coconut. We're gonna talk about how I balance home life and business life within the same space. A waterfall, that's my idea for today for this video. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to YouTube and find me a nice little waterfall background to put on here. As you can see, I got my blanket, making sure, you know, I'm just nice and cozy. Ooh, yes. I need something bright, like I like bright. I have my blinds, you know, they're kind of cracked a little bit, so I have that open. But listen, I love my natural sunlight. Oh yeah, that's I like. When it comes to my home life, right, and my business life, I've found a way to combine them. Hello, welcome to and welcome back to my channel. I'm Miss Erica, and in today's video we're gonna talk about how I balance home life and business life within the same space. So I do work from home, and so I spend a lot of time at home, you know, in the house, and you know, it's a tight space. I ain't gonna lie to you, it's a tight space up in here. But now I'm utilizing more areas and more rooms, like, because before I was filming more like just in my little office area, but now I'm showing more. I'm filming like my whole bedroom. I'm filming here in the living room and then my kitchen as well. So since I'm in here, since I'm in the living room, what I like to do in here is put something on this TV, put something, you know, calm and relaxing. So today in this video, I am going to put on a waterfall. That's my idea for today for this video. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to YouTube and find me a nice little waterfall background to put on here, just to set the mood, just to set the vibe. Some other things that I do, like in the house, I light candles. As you can see, I got my blanket, making sure, you know, I'm just nice and cozy. In my room, I usually put on my humidifier, just different things like that, just to keep myself comfortable. Because let me tell you, when I was trying to do everything in my office, in the little desk in my room, so yeah, that was not working for me. So I said, you know what, maybe I need to do something more, you know, realistic, because honestly, like, I feel like the only time I was really at my desk and at my table was when I was filming a video, because really I don't really be doing everything at my, you know, my little office desk. To be honest with you, I just be sitting stuff down on that table, like, so I be sitting everything at that table but my own behind. Like, I would not sit at that table. I would do like my work stuff from my bed and whatnot, or I'll come out here sometimes, you know, if I feel like I can't get nothing done or be productive in my room, I come out in the living room. And you know, usually if I'm trying to do something productive, I'll put on either a background or some music, like some lo-fi, some jazz. What else? Now I try not to put on like too much like instrumentals, that because I used to write songs, and so it's hard for me to really listen to instrumentals and not try to put lyrics with it. So so I'm trying to find a waterfall now, y'all. Now, what I will say is, like, sometimes I listen to classical music as well. Sometimes I do that. No lie, sometimes I do that. Hold on, let me think. I don't really want the sound though, because I don't want no type of copywriting. Okay, so I got it on mute. But I need something. Ooh, yes. I need something bright, like I like bright. Let me see what this looks like. Okay, this one here might work. Oh yeah, that's I like. But y'all see this? Sleep to the soothing sound of a powerful waterfall. In case y'all wondering what's that one called. But yes, so all right, so y'all see the vibe, y'all see what I got now. This is the type of things that, you know, kind of keep me busy, kind of keep me productive, because right now right now I'm looking at it on my TV, but one day, you know, I hope to be successful enough to go out and see stuff like that. Now, I don't want to be up that high, like, I don't want to see, I want to be on the ground when I see that waterfall, okay? I don't want to be up there where they got this camera at now, but I would like to see a real waterfall, you know, in person. But, you know, so sometimes I look at stuff like this. Sometimes I look at, like, tours, like home tours of, like, mansions and stuff like that. Things that are motivational, that keep me, you know, kind of keep me going. You know, so yeah, motivation wise, that's one of the things I gotta do, because it does get hard at times, to be honest. Now lately it hasn't been, but before, yes, it has been tough. It's been times where I'm like, man, I don't feel like doing this. But now I feel like things are different. Things are changing for me now because I'm doing things that are more up my alley. Like, because when it comes to my home life, right, and my business life, I've found a way to combine them. So the way that I do that now is, all right, so my business life, I work within the real estate field. I've been a licensed real estate agent for the past 4 years. And so, but now when I started off, I was a regular real estate agent, but now I'm a referral agent. So the work that I do now, I can do from home. I don't have to, you know, be out physically, you know, viewing houses and, you know, showing homes to buyers and, you know, out handling like the photography for houses, for sellers, and all those type of things. Like, I don't do that anymore. If a client is looking to buy or sell or rent, they can come to me and I will refer them to an agent that can help them and that, you know, is in their area, whatnot. That is what I do now. So when it comes to my business, I'm working with clients, you know, who are looking to buy, sell, or rent, and then I am working and networking with other people and occupations within the real estate field. So other agents, lenders, people who do credit repairs, you know, stuff like that, people like that. I work with and I network with. Now, people who do services for house, whether that's yard work, for outside curb appeal, pressure washing, or if they do, you know, house maintenance, home inspecting, those type of things, I can network with them as well, you know, things that are more real estate related. But for my home life, this is what I kind of show and do on my personal page, where it's like I have this homebody vibe, I have this homegirl vibe, work from home as well. So when I do those type of videos, I show, you know, like behind the scene moments like this, and, you know, things that can make you more comfortable and cozy at home. So my goal for the future in terms of like doing all these home content videos is to pretty much in the future work with businesses and companies who have like home decor and home furniture and stuff like that, things that, you know, make a house a home. Because since that's already what I work with, like for my business and for my career, that's what I'm trying to bring to my personal brand. I'm trying to bring the home vibe to it. So for me, when I'm balancing my home life and my business life, like it's really one thing for me at this point in time. Like, it's under one accord, and that's what makes it easier for me to do, because everything that I do is related to homes and houses. Like, at this point, like that's pretty much all I do. But you know, when I come out here, like, okay, in the living room, as you can see, I have my blinds, you know, they're kind of cracked a little bit, so I have that open. But listen, I love my natural sunlight. I would have had this off, but it was a little bit, you know, it wouldn't have been bright enough had I had the light off. But sometimes I do keep the light off if I did. I did one video where I did like a movie night, and but it was still daytime, so I had the natural sunlight, but I did have like a home tour plan. Now that was on my real estate channel. I did that on my real estate channel. But but you know, I do little things like that just to bring out some of the, you know, the best home features. So something as small as natural sunlight can play a part in it. Again, I'm utilizing my TV instead of it, you know, just a blank screen, you know, like when I started the video. Now I got something more, now I got something, you know, that people can look at and vibe to. You know, but also just keeping the house clean in general, that helps as well. Simple things like that help, you know, just simple things like that. Let's see, what else do I do? I just do me. I just keep myself comfortable at home. Something else, like, let me show y'all this drink right here. This is actually a sparkling water, but it's sweet. It has fruit. It has pineapple and it has coconut. So y'all, I don't know if y'all ever tried this, but I like it. I like it. This here, like, actually gives me a cool, like, calm vibe and whatnot. Like, you just gotta pay attention to your environment. You gotta pay attention to, you know, your vibe, your atmosphere, your environment. Well, this actually reminded me of like the blue Seagram Escape because it has the same flavor, pineapple and coconut. And when I first tasted it, it reminded me of that. And I'm like, well, you know what? There ain't no need for me to drink that if they got water that tastes like that. So, which I never, because I don't drink. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do anything like that. But yeah, this Seagram Escape was the closest I was getting to drinking. I can't do it. I can't take that taste. But you know, just simple things like that keeps me in a good mood. But I ain't even got no more of that. I already drunk all that. So now back to my regular water. But you know, just being at home brings out those calm and, you know, relaxing things. So I could be sipping on my water, either one, my regular water or my sparkling water. I also drink almond milk. If y'all have seen me do my little iced beverage, you know, I call it my coffee, but it's not my coffee because I don't have coffee in it. Now I used to stay on coffee, but now it don't even tolerate with my stomach no more, so I don't drink coffee no more. But you know, even when I used to make my own coffee at home, I had so many ingredients, y'all. Now I'm down to 3. Now I'm just down to my almond milk. I melt some honey, stir it up in there, and add some ice cubes. That is it. That is all. But you know, it's just about, you know, keeping myself comfortable, because if I try to be forceful about it and I'm sitting at my desk, I ain't gonna get much done. But if I keep myself nice and relaxed, like, but you gotta know you though. You have to know you know yourself, because I know with me, like, I don't take naps. The only time I take naps is if I'm not feeling well, you know. So if I'm sick physically or something's going on emotionally, maybe I'll take a nap. But other than that, I do not take naps. I don't sleep in the daytime. Once I'm up, I am up for the day. So I know when I do stuff like this, it's not, you know, too blissful to the point where I'm gonna fall asleep. You know, when I come out here, put on something nice, put on something relaxing, grab my laptop, do what I gotta do. That's how I typically handle it. But for me, you know, that's it. That's all. When it comes to my home life, I make sure it's relaxing and it's cozy. And then when it comes to my business life, once I get myself in that relaxing and cozy mood, then I know, all right, it's time to do what I gotta do, whether it's my content here for my personal brand or doing what I need to do for my business career. But other than that, this is really how I balance it, because I do both from home. You know, this is my chill spot, but this is also where I have to get my work done, you know. So I have to know to balance it. But again, you have to know yourself. You have to know like what's gonna keep you up and moving. Now, sometimes for some people, this can, you know, put them to sleep and whatnot. So you may need to play something. I don't know. You may need to play some loud music or something that keep you up. But for me, like, peace and quiet, it does it for me. I can do my work around that. Now, sometimes I do need some music. Sometimes I do play some music. I'll play some R&B or something like that. Because sometimes the peace and quiet becomes a little bit too much for me. But sometimes I need it, and sometimes I don't need that. But you know, again, this goes with just knowing you, knowing yourself. But other than that, this is how I do it. This is how I balance it. Keep the vibe, you know, keep the vibe good. That's why I call this series the Happy Home Habits, because that's pretty much what I try to practice every day, and every video that I do, including my short videos. Try to keep it happy. Try to keep the whole vibe a peaceful vibe in all my videos. That is what I do. That is how I do it. But that is it. That is all for you guys. That's all I have to share. Thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.